Darshana.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you, Darshana. You have to turn on the video, actually.
Yes, yes.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. Nice.
Okay, so welcome in Swiftland trial classes. I am Manisha and
Yes.
I'm your this hour. Okay, but as I do not know you, so tell me something about yourself.
My name is Darshana.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in class 9th,
Okay.
14 years old.
Mm-hmm. That's very important.
And I like biology.
Okay, that's great. What else?
Nothing.
Okay, so tell me, what do you do nowadays? There's good advantage,
Mm,
good advantage of being at home and doing nothing. So what do you do?
Play and study.
You play and study. Okay, so school classes are going on or not?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Okay, Darshana. So we'll start our session, and our today's session is based on biology. Okay, and we are going to study about the fundamental unit of life. And do you know what is the fundamental unit of life?
Cell.
Yes, cell. So today we are going to cover the topic, what are living organisms made of? But before that, I want to tell you something, that if you are using mobile, so keep your mobile on landscape mode, right?
Yes, yes.
The second thing is that you should have a copy and a pen.
Yes.
Okay, great. So we'll just start, and today we are going to study about cell. Then we'll see who discovered cell and how. What are living organism made of? Compound microscope, organism, unicellular and multicellular organism, amoeba. Then we will see some different types of cell in human body, and we will also discuss one question: why is the cell called the structural and functional unit of life? Okay. Okay, so we have something on the screen. Can you tell me what is this?
House.
House. Okay. So let's look at more closely. So what can you see now?
Bricks.
Bricks. Yes, and you can also see that these bricks, when they come together, they form this wall. Right, so we can say these are the building blocks of wall. The bricks are the building blocks of wall, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So now, tell me what is the similarity? Can you see in these two things? One is the set of cell, and one is Legos. So what similarity you can see in these two?
They both are building blocks.
Okay, they both are building blocks. We can also say that. The ligas, through the ligas, we can make different kind of structures, right?
Yes.
And as the same with the cell, we will also make, or cell when they come together, they can also make some different structures, right? है ना?
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, so we can say that their cells are the building blocks for all living organism, including the tiniest bacteria. Means
Yes.
the small microbe, even it is made up of cell, right? And a cell is capable of independent existence. Means there are some animals which only have one cell, right? but they exist actually. So we can say that cell is capable to exist as independently and can carry out all the functions which are necessary for a living being. And that single cell, that one cell can perform every task which a bundle of cell can perform, right? And they can perform such activities like nutrition, respiration, excretion, transportation, and so many other things, right? So the question is that why is the cell called the structural and functional unit of life? You will see this question in so many other forms. As you will see is justify the statement that cell is the structural and functional unit of life. Or you can also see in this form, and the third form is describe how the cell is a structural and functional unit. Okay, so can you justify this statement that if I'm saying that cell is a structural and functional unit of life?
Cell is structural and functional unit of life. Yes.
How?
Cell is the building blocks of our body,
Mm-hmm.
and cell do all the necessary functions in the body,
Mm-hmm.
and as cells form organs. So
Okay, good, very good. Yes, so we can say that because cells, when they come together, they form a structure, and cell can perform different tasks as well. So we can say they can provide a structure as well as they maintain the function in an organism, right? Okay, so tell me, what is this? As it is written here, it is microscope. But what comes in your mind when you hear about microscope? When you just saw this picture, क्या आया था mind में?
microscope.
Okay, मेरे mind में तो कुछ और आया था. See. So what comes in my mind? That is observation. Okay, so I am getting a microscope, so I will observe things in it, right? So when I hear microscope, okay, observation. It's like this. Okay. So yes, observations are the essential part of science, right? Especially in biology, because in biology we have to learn about tiniest particle even. So it is very much necessary in science, biology, and objects like bacteria, which are too small to observe with naked eye. So we can observe them with the microscope. Have you done that experiment of onion peel? Have you done that in class 8th?
No.
No problem. Chalo, then I think your teacher will take you to the lab for the experiment of onion peel.
No.
Okay.
No, I can't hear you.
Now
can't
can you
hear
hear
you.
me? Now can you hear
Yes.
me, bache? Okay, that's great.
Yes, yes.
So for this reason, the microscope become an
Your
important
voice is
and widely.
breaking.
My
Your voice is breaking.
Okay. Now can you hear me? Now is it breaking? Still it is breaking, beta?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
No. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, beta.
But your voice is breaking.
Okay, so you are unable to understand? Hello?
Yes. Hello?
Okay, just a second. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'll just fix it. So give me a second, please. Give me a second, I'll just fix it up. Okay. Okay, now I think now it is okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, okay. So we were on the microscope and we were studying that if we want to see some small bacteria, so we have to use the microscope. Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you clearly, beta.
Hello?
Suman, can you
But your
please?
voice is still breaking.
Okay, okay. Suman, can you please reply me? My voice is breaking.
What?
Suman, can you hear me?
No, not clearly.
Okay, okay, wait. Suman, can you reply me whether my voice is breaking or not? Okay, so there is not clear. Okay, so we'll continue. Anyhow, we have to continue. Okay. So, uh, um, if we talk about microscope, so there is not clear agreement that who invented it or who made the compound microscope first, right? So we have different opinions. So I want to share few with you. As in the late 1600s and 1700s, the Dutch scientist Anton van Leeuwenhoek worked to create stronger lenses that vastly improved the microscope. So what he did, Anton van Leeuwenhoek, what he did, he put some lenses with strong magnification power. Okay, so it's magnificent. Uska jo, he has added some of the stronger lenses in one apparatus, right, to see small organism. Okay, and he was one of the scientists able to observe bacteria in the water droplets and blood in capillaries. So you may get question in this form that who is the first scientist to see the bacteria
Hello?
or cell? Yes,
Hello,
Darshana,
I can't hear anything. Hello?
you cannot hear me.
No, I can't hear anything.
Okay.
Hello?
Oh, okay, okay. Wait. Suman, please reply me if my voice is clear to you. It will be helpful for me because you are in the class, so I have to ask you. Suman, can you hear me? Suman, can you hear me? If you can hear me, just tell me because you are in the class. So tell me whether my voice is breaking or not. Okay. So okay, it's okay. Because it is clear from my end. Okay, Darshana.
What?
Are you
Hello?
doing something else?
Yes?
Are you doing something else?
Hello?
Hello, yes, I can hear you clearly, Darshana. अगर ये प्रॉब्लम होता ना तो मैं भी आपको नहीं सुन पाती अगर वॉइस का इशू होता तो है ना? वॉइस का इशू नहीं है बेटा, मैं आपको नहीं सुन पा
No,
रही
but it's breaking. It's not slow.
I can hear
Hello?
you properly. I can hear you properly, beta. Okay, just a second, huh?
Yes. It's breaking.
Suman Maite, I request you, please give me a feedback that my voice is breaking or not. I'm asking you again and again. Okay, now can you hear me, girl? Hello? Okay, just wait.
Hello?
Okay, hello, Darshana. Now I think my voice is clear, है ना? Now is it clear? Okay, so we were on the microscope and I was telling you that the scientist Anton van Leeuwenhoek, he observed bacteria, or you can say cell. Okay, cell movement in water droplet. So he was the first scientist who have observed the cell and the bacteria. Okay, so you will get questions based on this in your exam. So now we know who has seen the bacteria through these strong lenses. So let's know more about the parts of microscope. Okay. So again, you will get a question in 5 marks that explain microscope or draw a well label of microscope or explain the parts of microscope. What do you understand by microscopes? Okay, so you will get question based on this, but you will get this question in 5 marks, right? So you have to explain each and every part. So we'll start with eyepiece. So there are some important part which I want to tell you. So if we talk about eyepiece, which is here, so we use it to, here is a lens, right, which is used to see the specimen, or you can say the object which we have kept here. It usually contain a 10x or 15x power. Now what does it mean? So if it has 10x or 15x power, means it can magnify or it can enlarge the object or the specimen 10 times bigger or 15 times bigger. Okay, then we talk about body tube. So what is body tube? This add or joins the eyepiece with the body, right? Okay. A course adjustment, so specimen को adjust करने के लिए we use it, fine adjustment to increase the detail of the specimen. Revolving nose pin, if you see, so it allows to switch between lenses. So you can see here there are lenses, right? So which specimen require which lens. So we can set the lens with the revolving nose space. A specimen or slide. So this is the place where we keep the specimen or the object which we want to observe. And if we talk about stage, so stage is the flat platform where the slide is placed. On off switch, so it's but obvious that we can on our apparatus and off our apparatus by this. If we talk about condenser, so condenser contains or it gathers the focus light. So here is a light source. So condenser gather all the light and it gives the right view or bright view of the specimen. And if we talk about base, so this is base, it gives support to the body. Yes, yes, Darshna.
Hello?
Darshna, you have to use the earphone only, then you can hear me.
No, its voice is breaking.
Okay.
Now it's clear.
Now it's clear. Okay. So let's know more about microscope. So you can see this microscope and it is called Hooke's microscope. And why we say it Hooke's microscope? Because Robert Hooke was the first scientist who added some special light sources in it. Okay, he modified the microscope which was invented, or somehow you can say proposed by Anton van Leeuwenhoek, right? So Robert Hooke was the scientist. So once he was observing the slice of a cork in the microscope, and slice of the cork means, as if you have seen the trees with you know, broad stem, so they have some hard part, right? So he was observing that, and what he saw that piece of slice, that cork has these type of structures. So he said that these small portions look like small rooms, and also they look like honeycomb, right? Later he named those small rooms or these type of structures as cell. Robert Hooke, also published his microscopic observation in his book Micrographia. Okay. So we have it here, which I have told you already, that why he has named it as a cell. Okay. So we have a small quiz here. So name the scientist who discovered the cell in the pond water with the microscope.
In the pond water. Wait. Leeuwenhoek.
Leeuwenhoek. Okay. Okay. So yes, you have given the right answer. So I think I should give you something. So I'll give you a star for this. Okay. Let's move forward. Okay. So tell me, have you ever seen any incident or any event for the first time?
What?
Is there any event which you have observed or seen very first time in your life?
What? Can you repeat?
Yes, sure. Have you ever encountered anything that you did not understand?
I can't hear.
Okay, so question is written here. You can read it.
Yes, yes. Got it.
Yeah, so I'm expecting the answer actually.
Wait, wait. Have you ever encountered anything that you didn't understand?
You will not get the answer here. It is not here. Yes, I'm expecting. कभी ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि तुमने कुछ ऐसी चीज देखी हो जो तुम्हारे लिए बिल्कुल न्यू हो, जिसको तुम जानती नहीं हो कि ये है क्या इवेंट? मेरे संग तो बहुत बार हुआ है ऐसा, और जब मैं ऐसा कुछ देखती हूँ तो मैं क्या करती हूँ, केवल मैं ही नहीं है, everybody does the same, that when we see any new event, what we think about it. Okay, so maybe this event is doing in this way, then we'll discuss it with our elders and our friends, and then we make assumptions ki, okay, maybe this is the reason why this is happening, and then we reach to a conclusion that okay, this is the main reason why this event is happening or occurring, right? So these type of events, and I'll say the explanation or observations are called theories, right? And one of fundamental theories of biology is cell theory. So there are scientists who have given us cell theory in biology, which refers to basic generalization that modern science has made about cell as a basic unit of life. Okay. So there were three scientists in mid-19th century, Matthias Sheldon, Theodore Schwann, and Rudolf Virchow. These three people gave a cell theory. So cell theory was like that they said that all living things are made up of cell. Living cells come only from outer living cell, other living cell, and cell are the basic unit of structural and function in living things. Okay, but this part, this mid part, is given by Rudolf Virchow. He only suggested that they both should add this point in the cell theory, that जो living organism है वो living cell से ही बने हैं. Okay. So we have a short exercise. So name cell theory was proposed by which scientist? Yes. You are on mute. You are on. Yeah, please say now.
Yes, ma'am. What was the question?
Cell theory was proposed by which scientist? From where you are searching?
I have written somewhere.
So these are Sheldon and Schwann.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so tell me, cell arise from the pre-existing cell This concept was given by which scientist?
Virchow.
Yeah, Rudolf Virchow. Name the cell present in the body which is the greatest length.
Nerve cell.
Yeah, nerve cells. Name the smallest and largest cell in the human body.
The largest is nerve cell
Mm-hmm.
and smallest is I don't know.
So this is the longest. Nerve cells are the longest, but I am talking about largest. So ovum has the largest cell and sperms has the smallest cell. To which of the substance does Robert Hooke sees the resemblance of the slice of the cork from a tea?
To which substance is microscope?
Okay, read the question once again.
I don't know this.
Honeycomb. I told you, I framed one image also, a picture also, right? Name the book written by Robert Hooke on his discovery of the cell.
Book.
Okay, so Darshana, I request you keep your book close. Okay. Otherwise, what I can see that you will see everything from your book. But you know, if you focus on these classes are basically made to make you understand, not to learn. Okay. So, Abhi, for a time being, forget about your book. Okay.
Name the book written by Robert.
So it was Micrographia.
Yes.
So let's talk about organisms. What are organisms? So here's a short story of organism. So we all know that the organisms, the basic unit of any organism is cell. So when so many cells comes to go together, they form a tissue. So here I have taken the tissue of a liver, right? So here I have taken liver cell. So when so many cells comes together, they form tissue. When so many tissues joins together, they form an organ. When so many organs comes together, they form a organ system. And when organ systems comes together, they form an organism. Okay. So on the basis of number of cell, organism are of two types, unicellular and multicellular. So unicellular are the organisms which have only one cell, as amoeba, euglena, paramecium. If we talk about multicellular organism, they are consist of so many cells. So they are called multicellular. As human, tree, animal, they all are multicellular organism. So tell me, have you ever thought how can a multicellular organism originate from a single cell?
Yes.
How? Okay, so you have seen. So, but how a multicellular can be originate from a single cell? Because a cell has a capability to divide itself into cells. So a cell can divide itself and its own type. So it can divide it in its own type. Therefore, more cells can be generated from the existing cell.
Yes.
Let's talk about shape and size of the cell. So cells, the shape and size of a cell may vary. So cells can be seen in oval shape, spherical shape, rectangular shape, spindle shape, right? So they can be found in so many shapes, different shapes, and the size of the cell also varies. So as the same, we can see the different shape of the cell, as the same size can also vary. So most of the cell are microscopic in size, but red blood cells and white blood cells are fairly large, like nerve cells. And if we talk more about them, so there are some factors which can affect the shape of a cell. The shape of the cell may vary depend upon the type of function they perform in organism. So if I see the cell in my eyes, so my eyes, the work of my eye is to see the object. So maybe the cell present in my eyes are very small, while the muscles present in my digestive system are very large, because my digestive system has to perform so many things, right? So many functions. So maybe the cell which are present in my digestive system are different in shape, as well as the cells can be seen in my eyes are different in shape, because they have to perform different functions. Okay, so how can cell perform different functions in an organism? So we are saying that a cell can perform different functions, but what are these different functions and how a cell is able to perform these tasks? Okay, so cells are capable of performing multiple functions in an organism, and the organs in the cell helps to perform certain tasks. As in our body, if we take our body as a cell, so we have different organs. Few organs work in respiration, few organs work in digestion, few organ works in excretion as well. So if these organs are not there, our body will not be able to perform any task. As the same for a cell also contains some organs called organelles, right? So organelles are basically the organs of a cell, and each organelle in the cell can perform different functions, such as making new cells, clearing the waste of the cell, making food, creating energy. Thus, organelles allow a cell to perform several kinds of activity in an organism. Okay, so here I want to tell you one more thing, that our body has so many different types of cell, because our body has to perform so many different functions, right? So you can see these are the different cells. So muscle cell look like this, while if I see endothelial cell, they look like this. Nerve cell look like this. Pancreatic cells look like this. So all cells look differently because they have to perform different tasks. So do you know how many different type of cells are there in our body? Do you know? Okay, so we have 200 different types of cell in our body. 200 different types of cell. Okay. And can you tell me how many total cell are there in our body? Total cell in our body.
Total cells.
Total number of cell.
No, I don't know.
It's like 100 trillions. And 100 trillions means 10 to the power
100.
13. 10 to the power 13 means I have to write it in this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So these many cells are there in our body. Okay. Okay, so this is all for the day. So tell me what we have learned today.
We discovered cell, about microscope, and different kinds of cell, and this.
Okay. And you have learned more thing as how many different types of cell, how many, right? And how many total cells are there in our body? And these type of question will come in Olympiads, right? So Darshana, tell me, do you like the session or not?
Yes.
Yes. So what do you like in the session?
The way of explanation.
Okay. Anything else do you like?
Yes, I like the session.
Okay. So now, Darshana, I will give you some questions. Okay. As homework, right? And I'm just sharing the board with you so that you can note down the questions. Okay. So just a second, huh? I'll give you the questions. Yes. So I have a book and I'll give you the
And there.
Darshana, your video is off. Okay, so these 2 questions you will do in homework. Okay, copied? Okay, so tell me one more thing. Anyone else observed the class with you?
No.
No? Okay, so give feedback to your parents, right? About the class, and we hope that we'll meet again. Okay, because if you see the second chapter, second concept of this chapter, in that you will be going to study about cell organelles. And what are cell organelles? Do you know cell organelles? What are the?
Cytoplasm,
Mm-hmm.
cytoplasm,
Mm-hmm.
and nucleus,
Mm-hmm.
and liposomes.
Okay, so okay, so I'll explain you a thing which I think you should know. So if we talk about cell now, okay, I'll make it like if this is a cell, so it contains so many parts. So if I ask you what is cell, so what you will say, cell contains it is the basic unit of life. But if we talk about the structure, so it contains a cell wall, right? It contains a plasma membrane, right? It also contains nucleus, and it also contains cytoplasm, है ना? And after that we will go about those organelles, lysosomes, you know, mitochondria and endoplasmic reticulum. ठीक है? So if so in the second chapter we will study about this in cell organelles. Okay, so this was the introduction part. Okay. Okay, Darshana, why you are so serious? You don't want to study? ना इस टाइम पे मम्मा ने बोला पढ़ो बैठ के, ऑनलाइन क्लासेस लिए तुम्हारे लिए, है ना? I know. Do you know I can study, I can read students' mind. Do you know this? I know you were feeling like कि अभी थोड़ी देर रेस्ट करती हूँ, अभी नहीं, अभी तो स्कूल की क्लासेस से फुर्सत मिली है और अब मैं थोड़ी देर रेस्ट करूंगी। और मम्मा ने बोला 4 o'clock पे तुम्हारी क्लास शेड्यूल कराइए and go and take the classes, है ना? It happens, but I can assure you that when you come in our classes ना, जब आप हमारी classes join अगर करते हो, so it will be a fun kind of a class. Okay, so in the class we have maximum 5 students, and the discussion, when we discuss the thing, because you know group discussions होते हैं और मजा आता है जब साथ बैठ के question solve करते हैं ना, so it will be a fun. So I can understand the time, about the time. So if you don't like the time 4 to 5, you can go it for another time 5 to 6 or 6 to 7. Okay. Okay, Darshana, so tell me what is my name?
Mani.
I told you in the beginning of the session and you forget. So my name is Manisha. Okay, and I hope that we'll meet again. ठीक है? चलो, bye bye. Take care.